Hi everyone, it's Timothy. We're back with another episode of How It Wears. This is where we go through our personal closets, bring out things that have great stories, great age, and walk you through them. So we went back into the closets again and found a few more things. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. But before we do, remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let us know what pieces were really special to you. Yeah, just let us know what you think. But all of that stuff really helps us a ton, helps us keep the channel going. So without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, hey there, how we doing? I got some more pieces from my closet that I believe have aged nicely. We have probably the most purchased item at Canoe Club outside of maybe Lady White tees, the OrSlow fatigues. It runs the gamut. We got slim fit, regular fit, wide fit, vintage, herringbone, etc., etc. These are the regular U.S. Army fatigue, regular fit, in the sateen, not the used wash. I've washed them a ton. I got these probably 2 years ago. You know, I wear them regularly here, but also around the house if I'm doing yard work, if I'm painting. I've been sign painting a little bit off and on. I have these on. Any sort of, fucking around in the garage, anything like that. These are my go-to, can beat 'em up pants. And I think the wear reflects that. Just wanted to, again, kind of call out that this is what they'll look like with just a handful of washes. They soften up incredibly. As I mentioned, I've been painting a little bit more. So whether I'm sign painting, calligraphy, or I'm priming boards in the garage, whatever it is, I've got these on. So there's some, normal wear and tear of the paint, kind of me making a mess, getting it all over my thighs. Yeah, just love these. They're really nice. They're a perfect length at sizing up too, so they're not too cropped on me, which is how I used to wear those. It's the OrSlow regular fit fatigues. Really nothing better. Just wear them, wash them. They only get better.
All right, so for my first piece here, less about wear other than how old it honestly is. This is a piece from Lady W.I.P that was given to me completely custom. I've worked with Lady W.I.P for pretty much my entire career. I knew Phil from Chicago. We were just like homies who chopped up, about clothes and things. And then he started a brand and he used to text me random ideas. I really wanted to find the original Grindle tee. I have the original sample, but I do not know where I put it. So like I was doing, we were talking about the Lady White t-shirt, the original Grindle that I unfortunately could not find. Still not 100% sure where it's at. Ironically, this weekend, our good friend Johnny actually made a video about it. So we'll cut to that right now and then we'll head back to the video.
This is, without a doubt, my favorite t-shirt of all time. The Lady White Our t-shirt in the Grindle colorway. I genuinely think that this is the best premium tee you can buy. The faded black works with literally everything. You can wear it tucked in, untucked, or layered under an overshirt. This color was developed with Timothy Grindle, owner of the best menswear shop, Canoe Club. Inspired by perfectly faded band tees, it's a shirt that continuously gets better over time. If I could only keep one t-shirt, it would be this one.
In searching, I found this, which I thought was also fun. We worked together for all those years, and then when I came here, obviously we had to bring Lady W.I.P in because I wouldn't start with anything different. He gave me this to try. This was like a 3/4 sleeve, like a baseball tee that they were working on. I had talked to him at one point about maybe wanting to do something custom around like a 3/4 length or like a proper baseball tee, and they were working on this anyway. So I got this, and then as a little gift, his wife embroidered Canoe Club on it. When we first opened and I was putting together the store, I remember I wore this, surprisingly it doesn't have anything on it, but I wore this while we painted the ceilings in the store, and it was a real go-to because I didn't have that many clothes when I first moved out here because I moved from Chicago. I drove out first before my wife, who works here too, and I had what could fit into a Nike duffel bag at the time. So this was one of the things I had because he had sent it to me here. So I wore it a lot then, and I really love it, and it's kind of meaningful because it was right at the beginning of the shop. You can see the old Lady White logo, even though this was the updated one from before. And yeah, I just love the little detail. It is all hand embroidered. It's hand chain stitched. And I just think it's kind of special and fun, and it's definitely something that nobody else has. So a real kind of archive piece from Lady White, an archive piece of Canoe Club, and it reminds me of when we first started going. So it's kind of a special piece in that way.
Okay, so we got a Visvim Jumbo hoodie. This one is definitely damaged. I got it from Mr. Bob himself. I've been wearing it a good amount. It's got like some stitching flair in the back shoulder. But yeah, you can definitely see in the pockets and on all the seams, it's kind of just aged really nicely. So yeah, I love washing it and seeing how much more it can wash out and stuff. It's aged very well, I think. Even just in the past like year or so that I've had it, it's been amazing to me, at least. When it's colder, I'd say I wear it probably once or twice a week, so pretty often. What makes this unique is that it's definitely got the damage to it, but also if you think about it, when this hoodie was brand new, it was all one color for the most part, and now it's really just kind of just aged to perfection. I think I would recommend this piece to really anybody who's looking for a good hoodie. What I love about the Visvim hoodies is that it's got the drop shoulder, so it really just adds like some volume to it and makes it just drape really well. So yeah, no, this is my Visvim Jumbo hoodie.
Okay guys, hello. My name is Alec and this is the piece that I brought in today. These are my Our Legacy third cut pants. These are actually my favorite straight cuts that I have. I have been on this little journey about switching into some more loose, baggier fit things, but I also understand that every once in a while, there's gonna be an occasion that just calls for a standard clean pant. So this is the one that I went with. It initially had a hole in it, but I actually stitched it up to close it out. I'm erring more towards like a cleaner pant, as I was saying. So I'm getting rid of any of the holes. And especially once a pant hole gets too big, it starts stretching out and then it becomes like your whole knee is exposed. So I was trying to avoid that. Really, really beautiful pant in the way that it washed. As you can see here, the inner, when the pants break a little bit, I'm actually getting a little bit of brown coming out. But as I've come to wash them, it turns into like more of a gray ombre situation, which is kind of really, really cool. I'm kind of getting some wear from the phone here. It kind of gets clipped on this little hole. Sometimes I feel like I have short legs because the way that my pants fit a lot of the time will go underneath my shoe. So I get a lot of the wear in the back there, which is just indicative of all the days that I put it on. This is my pant piece for how it wears. Let me know what you guys think of it. So, yeah, that's it.
Second item, I'm sure you've seen these if you've been in the Canoe Club community for a while, but if not, I'm gonna give you another introduction. Back in the day, when I started the Canoe Club, I was also sign painting heavily on the side. When we got these in, these are the Hender scheme Doc Martens. I had to snag them up. They were gonna be my official, sign gig shoe. So a couple things about these. These are co-branded, so it has the Doc Marten foil on the inside, which was pretty unique and fun at that time. Also, I was kind of a Doc Marten only guy for a period of time. So at that point in my life, I had to get these up. So I wore them a ton. Winter, summer, doesn't matter. If I was on a sign gig, I had these on, and then there were also just like my dailies in a lot of cases. So they have the leather sole. You can see on the bottom, leather sole is incredibly worn, and then has the rubber heel on it. I've always thought a really cool detail that Hender scheme does. They have these lasting nails hammered into the sole here that signifies the size. So these are size 6. The leather has worn beautifully. I have not treated these more than maybe once. I think I put some oil on them once. But yeah, I mean, really the details will show through in the photo. I hope that I'm getting some here. Here, these yellow specks on the top are imitation gold. That's the best color that One Shot makes, but I just love these. I thought it'd be cool to have a pair of Hender schemes, really, really, really beat them up. Probably 6 years old at this point, maybe 7. Worth noting, they are as solid as the day I bought them. I haven't noticed a single fault with these in any regard. So yeah, these rule. We also have an editorial blog on them from years ago. You can kind of see how they look then versus now. I've still been wearing them here and there, but yeah, they're cool.
Hello. So I'm here to talk about my favorite aged piece. I don't have a lot in terms of aged stuff because usually I wear my stuff into the ground, so a lot of it is in pieces. But I found this on my floor last night. So this is a RRL shirt. I think they make this pretty much every season. I got this one a few years ago from my boss's closet at my old job when this was shipped to us from RRL. One of the associates accidentally cut it. I don't know if you can see it, with a box cutter. So it got damaged out and my boss just kept it for a few years. And I got the hole repaired here. So it's got that nice little repair job on it. And then since I've worn it and washed it a lot, it's kind of developed this faded red look that gets a little bit darker as it goes down. But yeah, super comfy shirt, little oversized fit on me. So yeah, I really like it. It's great for like winter layering. Yeah, so that's my piece. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.
All right, so this is my second piece. This one also sentimental in some ways, but it's got a lot of wear on it. This has been worn very hard. This was the original sample from the first ever run of Canoe Club tees we ever did. Well, I can't imagine, I know it was like pre-COVID, but I don't know what, probably 2018, I would say. This kind of represents a lot of work because I think sometimes people feel that like, oh, you just go and you get a blank and you put your logo on it, what's the big deal? That is sometimes the case. We've had it be that way a couple times. This was not the case. We really wanted it to be special. This is still sort of my platonic ideal of what I wanted. It was the exact, we did this one from scratch. It's the exact fit I wanted. It was this really great like distressing that I wanted to sort of be able to put into it that honestly like you could sort of barely notice at first, but with wash and wear it comes out a ton that you'll see throughout the neckline and on the arms and on the hem. I just don't think there's anything cooler than like Chase and I was calling it punk black. It's just sort of like beat faded, almost blue black. And that's what this is. This started out much, much darker. I wish I had like an original to compare it to, but the thing is just absolutely torched. I wore it a ton. I still wear it a ton. And it's just one of my favorites. I love the fit. It's not super boxy, but it's also not super long. It's like the exact weight I wanted. And just every time you wash and wear it, it kind of new things come out in it. So it's sort of like my ideal t-shirt. I really wanted the print to do what old band tees or like sports tees or anything did, where you get all the cracking in the print. So they used a special type of print so it would allow for that. So you can kind of see that if you're up close on it, especially on like the C and on the O here. I know it's nothing that crazy, but like getting this level of like roping along the neckline and all these like little things that we did at the time to try to make it truly look vintage. Even the way that they stitched the bottom was like, they couldn't do single stitch, but I wanted them to do something that sort of looked like it. So it was this rare moment. Unfortunately, the company does not exist anymore. Otherwise we would have more, but the company does not exist. They don't print tees anymore. And yeah, it's a bummer because I think it was like sort of perfect. And this is now the one I reference when we make things. So love this. I love the way it turned out. It was this really simple thing that took a lot of work. And I think it's just sort of picture perfect for me. So yeah, I just love this. Been around forever. It's actually in the archives now only because I bring it out every time we're gonna do cut and sew stuff. I kind of go, well, this is what I want. Can you just do this? So it's been around a long time. Love it.
Hey guys, it's Eliott here, and I'm here to talk about this awesome piece. It's definitely one of my favorites that I've picked up since working here. It's this really sweet quilted in the back, paisley pattern, kind of bandana style print on the front, zip up hoodie from Kapital. I got this piece like January of this year, kind of like right in the thickness of the colder months. So it came at a perfect time. I kind of like set my eyes on this piece after our colleague Willy bought it. This is way out of my comfort zone in terms of pattern, color, print, just in general, like the way that it's quilted on the back and not on the front. It was a little crazy compared to what I typically wear. But after seeing it on him, it kind of opened my eyes to it a little bit more, and I spent every day looking at it more and more and more and more, and then I slowly fell very much in love with it. And now, like, I can't imagine living without it. I'd imagine that this will fade quite nicely. The sleeves tend to fray for me for some reason. I couldn't tell you what I do to have that happen, but they do. It's one of those pieces where it'll kind of stay pretty pristine, just given the circumstances that I wear it in. You know, when you step outside your house and it's like misty and dewy and cold, and you know you have like 2 hours before it starts to get hot, like that's what I throw on, because it is unbelievably comfortable. And even once it starts to get a little bit hot, you can, you know, unzip the bottom, get a little ventilation going, or like pinch it in the middle so that it kind of comes together really nicely in the middle and then drapes outwards. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to wear it that kind of like make it suitable for any type of scenario. And yeah, I mean, I think like the most unique piece or like part of this piece is just like the quilted back. Hoodie is quilted too, and it just looks really sick from the side profile when you have that half and half going on. The cut of it is really great too. It's like pretty cropped. tightens up around the waist. We've had customers come into the store and pick it up, just being truly shocked by how extravagant the piece is and how interesting and different it is, and they end up walking out of it despite it not being anywhere within their wheelhouse of taste or clothing or whatever like that. But yeah, this is definitely my biggest score to date. No regret whatsoever after buying it. It's been nothing but pure joy ever since I bought it.
Hey guys, this is the second item that I brought in for the How It Wears video. These are Confect gear pants, and they are definitely made of a linen. I don't remember the exact verbiage they used, but they're definitely linen gear pants. This was our very first delivery of Confect, so I'd say it was about like a year and a half ago or so. I wear these a lot, especially when I first got them. I wore them a lot. Now, like every so often I'll pull them out, but yeah, you can definitely tell they've just been aged and worn. And yeah, I really like how the pockets on these like kind of go out to the seam, so it kind of creates like this nice drape. And I love a baggy pair of pants, so that's kind of why I grabbed these in the first place. But yeah, the way the like charcoal sumi dyes kind of have washed away is really cool. You can kind of see on the seam here and everything, but I can definitely see like it aging in the pockets a lot, definitely on the sides a lot. And then obviously the heel drag is probably the most messed up area, but I don't mind a heel drag, so it's no issue for me. But yeah, really just how the seams on these pants are and like how well they drape and everything is what I love most about them. It's a really nice flowy summer pant, so if you're looking for like a thin pant to wear, I'd say these are great. I know we're getting some more gear pants in pretty soon, so be on the lookout. But yeah, no, these are my Confect gear pants, so yeah.
All right, so that was all of our pieces for this round. I hope you guys like it as much as you liked the first one. We will certainly be back. There's more of us. We'll put more people in. Hang out with us. Let us know who you'd want to hear from. Let us know in the comments, you know, what pieces were your favorites. If you somehow landed on this before you saw the first one, go back and watch the first episode of this and all the other episodes on there that we got. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us as usual, and we'll be back soon.